Do you have a favorite comic book cover of all time? Think about it. Until then, enjoy this week's top 10 comic book covers of the week. Hey comic book fans, welcome back to Comic Book Corner 2.0, and fans, you're back with me, Mike Spider Slayer, getting ready to bring you 2019's top 10 comic book covers of the week. And this is week 39, and fans, this is the video series where each and every week you the fans get to vote on your favorite comic book cover of the week based off of the top 10 I provide for you. And by the time we get to the end of the year, you guys can vote on which is your favorite comic book cover of the year. But hey, even if you don't vote, at least you get to watch a cool video with some cool comic book covers, right? All right, so before we jump in to week 39's book, we have to find out who won week 38. And this book won by a lot of votes. And this one went to Spider-Man issue 1. This was that Clayton Crane variant cover. This was an awesome cover with Spider-Man hanging upside down. And same with all the spiders all around him. It's like a modern day Spider-Man cover from, the 1980s when Todd McFarlane did it, but obviously he did it in a different way. So I love that cover. You guys love that cover. It moves on to the next round. Let's jump in to the actual countdown, starting with number 10. And this one's a little off, but this one goes to Pretty Violent, issue 2. From Image Comics. This was kind of a weird cover, but I thought it was comical. It's like got this broken down ice cream truck with like this bloody thing all over it, and it has this other person, I guess, eating a dead mouse. Like, I don't even know what's going on in this cover, but I just found it kind of comical, and it was like cartoony, and it's just something you would see, I don't know, in like a comic strip or something, I don't know, but a much more violent one. So it just caught my eye, I don't know what to say. It was number 10. If it's your favorite, go ahead and vote. Oh boy. And there was some it was some tough finds this week when it came to covers, for me at least anyway. Moving on to number 9 this week, it goes to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles issue number 98. This is the Kevin Eastman variant. I love when he does these turtle covers, and it's great to throw him a bone every once in a while. And this one really hit nostalgia for me, because obviously you got the 3 main turtles on there, right? You got Raphael, Donatello, Leonardo. I think Michelangelo's back there with the new turtle. And then you got some of the other characters in there. And then the cityscape in the background. I just love it. I love their facial expressions. It's one of the things that I always loved about the turtles is their crazy facial expressions, like how angry they always looked. And they just reminded me of like how badass they are, especially in the early days of the comics. So if this is your number, or if this is your number 1 comic of the week, go ahead and vote. So this was my number 9, so far from number 1. All right, so moving on to number 8 this week, it goes to Shazam. We are on issue, I can't remember the issue number, I think it's 7. This is the variant cover, and I thought this one was kind of cool because we get to see Shazam as he's playing on his phone, and he's playing like Candy Crush or something like that. But it's being powered by his own electricity, which is kind of cool. And then he's got he's blowing a bubble with his bubble gum. So it shows his kid personality there, right? So really awesome cover. If this one is your favorite of the week, go ahead and vote. All right, so moving forward now, guys, we move on to the number 7 comic book cover of the week. And this one goes to Absolute Carnage tie-in. This is Miles Morales issue 2. This is a variant cover. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I'll call this like the Scorpion variant, because this one had Scorpion and Venom on it, but is this the version of Mac Gargan Scorpion? I think that's what it is on this cover here. So you get to see Scorpion as Scorpion, and then the other side you get to see Mac Gargan Scorpion, or Mac Gargan's Venom. So if I'm not mistaken, again, that's what I'm seeing here. If I am, let me know in the comments below. But if this is your favorite comic book cover of the week, go ahead and vote, fans. All right, so moving on, everybody, to number 6. I thought this one was pretty cool, and this is goes to Bloodshot issue 1. This is a variant cover as well, as you get to see Bloodshot. He's got a gun. He's like freaking buff as all hell. He's just jacked. And he's got this guy in his clutches, and it just looked like he's going to pistol whip him. I don't know what's going to happen there, but it's just beautifully drawn, and I love the colors of it, just very dark. And there's a lot of variants when it came to this book, but this one kind of stood out for me, so this one gets that number 6 spot. If it's your favorite cover of the week, go ahead and vote. All right, so moving forward now, we move on to number 5, and number 5 goes to Punisher Kill Crew. This is issue 3. There's just something I like about this type of book when it comes to its covers. They're very descriptive, and I love Punisher here. He's wearing like this helmet. He's got like these horns on it. He just has a knife, and he's fighting all these like troll-like creatures, and I just like all the little details that goes into it, like the creature's spine, the clothes that they're wearing, even Punisher's like suit. It's like tethered off because it's ripped and whatnot. So everything about it, even the font on the cover looks really cool. So yeah, this one stood out amongst some of these others. So this was my number 5. If it was your favorite, go ahead and vote, guys. All right, so we're gonna move on to number 4, and this one's just cool because it just stands out, right? And this one goes to Harleen, issue 1, and this is cool because you just have Harley Quinn on there. You get to see maybe both sides of her face, maybe the normal side or the other side, I don't know, but it's just those red colors and the white, it just goes together beautifully. She's just got this big smile, her hair is a little stringy, you know, and whatnot, so it really captures the reader's attention here. When you're looking out on the racks, I'm sure that this one stands out amongst the others. So really like this cover. If this one is your favorite, go ahead and vote. All right, so moving on to our top 3 now. And cracking that number 3 is the Amazing Spider-Man issue 30. This is a variant. This is like a MJ Carnage variant. Here we have Mary Jane on the cover, but she's being possessed by the Carnage symbiote, which is kind of cool because it's moving up from her lower extremities all the way up into her hands, but it hasn't met her face yet. And it's pretty cool, man. She just looks pretty evil there. So I love this cover. I love the way it's not so intense. It's just, I don't know, man. It's just cool. It's got soft colors to it too. So I like this one. If this one is your favorite, go ahead and vote. All right. So getting close to that number 1, but this number 2 was Batman Curse of the White Knight issue 3 variant. This one had Commissioner Gordon on it. I love this particular cover. I thought this one was cool. He's like out in the alleyway. The cops are behind him. You guys see the bat signal way out in the background. And then you got him smoking his cigarette. And then it's like you got the smoke. It's just like trailing off. You know, and then you get to see his gun under his trench coat, and it's just kind of cool. It focuses on that one character, but you get to see how descriptive that character really is in that drawing, and I thought that was awesome. So really cool. And if this one is your favorite, go ahead and vote. This one I think was done by Sean Murphy. All right, and then my number 1 comic book cover of the week this week, it goes to Wonder Woman issue 79 variant. This one stood out. I love the positioning of the way Wonder Woman is. She's kind of looking on the side of their shoulder with her shield out there, and it looks like she's been in some kind of battle, whether it's against the cheetah, I don't know, but it's got these big claw marks in her shield, and that is awesome. Her hair is kind of flowing behind her as she's looking. It just looks like she's just getting maybe ready for her battle, or she just got done with it and she's looking over. It's nice, and I love like her facial expression and her features in there too. If you look at her line and her neck too, it's really well drawn. Just overall, just a great drawing of Wonder Woman in itself. So that one made my number 1 pick of the week. So, guys, in the comments section below, it's your turn now to put what your favorite comic book cover of the week was. And make sure that if you want the vote to count, you can't thumbs up someone else's vote. You have to put it in this description box below. Make sure you get it done by 8 a.m. next Monday, as I will bring you week 40's books, and we'll go over the results for this particular book as well. And remember, only 1 vote per person. And if you like your own comic book cover, put it in the comments section below, as that one could start to trend and overtake the other top 10, so you never know. So guys, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, don't forget to hit that notification button, and until the next comic book review, this is Mike Spider Slayer signing out. You guys have been watching Comic Book Corner 2.0.